Welcome to WKRP Montrose, a radio station masquerading as a podcast about Montrose, Colorado and the Western Slope, recording live from the Clear Network studio in downtown Montrose, Colorado. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of WKRP. I need a new entry. I say that every time.
No, that's okay.
I didn't even say Montrose. WKRP Montrose.
You're going to get us in legal trouble.
No, I'm not. It's got to be, listen, first and foremost, the call letters. Can you?
Go on.
I don't want to say it now. Now you got me nervous.
Well, it's fine, I think, anyway, because we spoke to our good friend,
Right.
Bobby Braxton.
Hey, thanks, Bobby.
Friend of the show.
He is a friend of the show.
Yet to come on the show.
He's a very good friend of the show, actually.
And Bobby is an attorney who deals with this kind of stuff. So we sought legal advice just in case. We're not going to, I don't want to mention why we sought, just in case nobody knows, just in case this triggers some kind of thing. But anyway, I have something much more important to talk about.
Well, no, you've already brought it up. So I want to say real quick, Bobby, hey, a personal thank you to Bobby.
Yeah.
Bobby has been a good friend when I've had dad things that I've needed help with.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And he's been a good other dad to like bounce things off of and give me advice. And
he's just a great guy.
He is a really good guy. So Bobby, shout out to you. Thank you for being a friend of the show and a friend personally.
Yeah.
You know who else is a really good friend? Super good friend of the show.
Yeah, go on.
Like great friend of the show.
Who?
Clear Networks.
Yeah, they are.
You know why?
They might be our best friend.
I think they're our best friend.
Yeah.
We're BFFs.
Do you know why they're best friends?
Why is that?
They're that friend that gives you money and doesn't ask for it back. they're the best. Yeah. Well, they
I feel. Am I your best friend then?
You would ask for money back.
I wouldn't. Have I ever asked you for money back?
I've never taken money from you. I'm scared because I know you'd ask for it back. Clear Networks, however,
does not.
No, they just give us a check and they say, do whatever you want with this.
You know, here's the thing. They actually do a lot in the community.
Yeah, they do.
They support a lot of events.
Tons of events. Actually.
So, you know, if you've been out to the music series, you've probably seen them there, the summer music series.
I have no doubt they will be at all kinds of events like Funk Fest.
Yep.
And they're up in Fruta, they're down in Durango. They're doing all kinds of good stuff for the community.
They are. Every day. Matter of fact, they got people dedicated to doing that.
That's true.
They've hired people specifically to be in that field. If you want to know who those people are, there's some really clearly interesting people at Clear Networks. Mm-hmm. And they have their own series.
Yeah.
It's
a bit like
on
this
YouTube.
One.
It looks familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah. In some cases.
It has that lack of structure thing that we have.
You know what? That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. You know what I think is fun about this show is that we get more people that do a lot in the community.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Is this your segue?
I was working on it.
Good work.
Yeah. So we've got somebody today that does a lot in the community and has a great facility.
Right.
Do you want to introduce him?
No, I want you to.
You always leave it up to me.
Yes, because I know that when there's the potential for you to mess up a name,
yeah,
here it comes. You're going to try and be clever, and I'm hoping that.
No, I'm not going to be clever. Let's introduce Arthur Lujan of the Montrose Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Is that right, Jim? Here in Montrose.
Yep, that's correct.
All right. So did he pronounce your name correctly?
He did.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't like this smart version of you.
I like it. It works every once in a while.
When you fumble around, get stuff wrong.
Hey, watch this. Are you ready? Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu got its start with the Gracie family. Is that correct? It didn't not. Sorry, it got its American American acceptance of the jiu-jitsu style from the Gracie family.
Yeah. Congratulations, you can read Wikipedia.
Look at see when he says it, it's like, oh, I knew that fact forever, right?
Everybody knows that.
Everybody knows that fact. Everybody knew it.
Well, let's
we didn't just introduce that to anybody.
Let's speak to Arthur for a few minutes about him.
Yeah, well, we'll get to him in a second. Hold on. This is some cool stuff.
All right.
Don't be upset just because I've done my homework and you came unprepared again.
Have your 2 minutes.
All right. Arthur, are you from Montrose originally?
Born and raised.
You've been here forever.
Forever.
Right?
You're one of a small... We should start a new playlist on YouTube.
That's
the OGs.
The OGs
people
of
born
Montrose?
and raised in Montrose, yeah. We've only had a few, so you're one of less than half a dozen, I would think.
If you guys want us to separate everybody... No, I don't want to do that. We can have a competition or something. Find the OGs in the episodes, and we'll give you something cool.
Move on. That idea is done already.
You came in hot this morning.
Yeah,
It's everything. You're going to just control the show.
I'm feisty too.
You're just like, do this, do that.
You know why?
Why?
Sorry, Arthur. We'll be right back.
Good.
With you.
No. You're good.
You know why?
Why?
I got a nice little ego boost yesterday.
Okay, we're not talking about that. You know what? We can do a demonstration in here. We have a big enough space.
There's plenty of room.
You know, you think you could toss him real quick? Just give him an attitude adjustment
I would love
fast?
to see you hip tossed right onto the really big couch. Okay.
Yeah.
Born and raised.
Born and raised.
All right. Well, that's
What kept you here in Montrose after you graduated?
I just liked the little town.
Yeah.
I tried Denver for like a year.
Okay.
Couldn't do
So
it.
you did do you left.
Yeah.
As everybody should, in my opinion,
I
right?
think so too.
Yeah.
And then find your way back home.
Yes.
But you came back pretty quickly.
I did.
Yeah.
I didn't like the city.
You
But
didn't
apart from that 1 year in Denver, you've been in Montrose
Yeah.
the whole time. Wow. So
my whole
you, unlike the other people born in Montrose we've had on, most of them leave for a little bit longer. You have seen this place change so dramatically because a year in Denver, I'm sure, flew by. But
Yeah.
so you've seen this place really blossom.
Oh yeah.
Well, the guy's only 20 years old. He can't have seen that much, right?
Thank you.
I mean, I'm going to go with that because he's a
Yeah.
black belt in
Karate?
Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah.
Yeah, karate. Good one. All right. Well, tell us a little bit about the jiu-jitsu story about how you
So like from the
found
beginning,
that.
like
Well, when did you find it?
Oh,
When did
so-
the end of your life.
man, I was I think I was watching like a UFC fight. And I mean, I used to watch it when I was young. I watched the first UFCs and saw the Gracie, Hoist Gracie win the first couple.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, let me do it again. Did you know which of the family members from the Gracie family actually started the UFC?
That's
Wow.
a good one.
There you go.
That's a good one.
Do you know, Rob?
Not the one that fought, the one that created it.
That
Yeah.
started it.
I mean, I've seen his picture because most, you don't call them.
Ooh, look at him stumble.
Most jiu-jitsu gyms have.
Yeah.
If you study the style, right, you have a photo of him. You have one. I think I've seen it.
We don't
you?
anymore.
Oh, you don't? You
No,
used to in one of
we
the
used
old
to have one.
locations?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. What was his name?
Helio.
Carlos. but I mean, they were both basically the same. Like there were two brothers that created an army. And Elios, he was more important, I feel like, but because Carlos was a little older.
Right.
Do you know which brother was the one that fought?
You just stumbled, and that's it. You're done asking questions now.
It was Royce.
You asked a question.
Did I get that one right?
It's Hoist.
Hoyce.
Hoist, yeah. There
Okay,
are
Royce.
changes.
it's just 2 for 2 now. Can we
But
just
that's correct, yes.
can we
Yeah.
can we drop the jiu-jitsu trivia, please? It's not interesting to people, and you don't know
I
the
don't.
answers to your own
You
questions.
know what? I guarantee you, people out there, especially here in Montrose, did not know that jiu-jitsu and that family was the one that actually started UFC.
Yeah.
They're going to go with the big bald guy that everybody sees on TV now.
Yeah.
They're not going to understand the history of it and how it came
correct.
about.
Okay, good. Well
Okay.
done. You made your
So
point.
people would be interesting.
You made your point.
Okay, here we go. So
Yeah.
you were saying how you got into it.
Yeah, so like I watched it when I was young, and I remember this little guy beating everybody up, and I thought it was really weird. Like, who chokes people? I want to see some punches and kicks.
Right.
Who chokes people? That's kind of. And it was older in life when I was like, I don't want to get punched or kicked.
No.
So I was watching a UFC fight, and I can't remember if it was Damian Maia, Gilbert Burns, but they showed one of their clips of them competing in jiu-jitsu with the gi.
Right.
And I was like, man, that's actually pretty awesome. So I started looking into it and trying to find schools around. There was nowhere,
Right.
like nowhere around here that had any gi jiu-jitsu.
Right.
Closest place was Denver. And so like I was like, I'm planning to move to Denver. And then that's when I met my wife, Jennifer, and that didn't happen. So
So you met her in Montrose.
I met her in Montrose,
Okay.
yeah. Met her in Montrose. We started dating, got more serious, and I was like, well, maybe someday.
Right.
Maybe
That's how
someday.
it goes, right?
Yeah.
Maybe someday you'll go to Denver, or maybe someday
Maybe
you'll start
someday
training.
I'll
Yeah.
start training. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like maybe somebody will bring something here
Yeah.
or, so I decided to take a job in Grand Junction. And on my lunch break, I saw somebody bringing in mats to a little area, and it was a Gracie Baja.
Okay.
So I pulled in right away. I fanboyed it. Like, man, I'm going
Yeah.
to be here every day. Can I buy one of your shirts? Like, I was just fanboyed, and I wanted to go every day. I would go on my lunch breaks. I'd go after work, and just got addicted to it. I loved it. I was just come home beat up all the time.
Yeah.
And I just fell in love with it. I
And
loved
how
what I
long
did.
ago was that then?
That was 13 years ago now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So obviously I don't want to jump straight to the present, but it took you that long to go from the very beginning to what's your current? I mean, you're a black belt, right?
Yeah, I'm a black belt. So I got my black belt last August. So I've been a black belt for a year now. So it was about 12 and a half years to get a black belt.
And was that all done in Junction then? Or?
No. I only trained in Grand Junction for about 3.5 years. The school closed down, and then I was back to like not training anymore.
Yeah.
And then how long did it take before you threw mats in your your garage?
Gosh, Jenny knew my struggles, so like she's like, I'll do it with you. And I already had mats in the garage. I would like teach the kids every once in a while, or go out there and I don't know, just mess around. So Jenny was like, "Oh, screw it, I'll do it with you." Like whatever. And so she started training with me in the garage, and then our other friend Elena started seeing Jenny's posts on Facebook, and she's like, "I want to do that."
Yeah.
And so she started coming. So Jenny and Elena are my first students, 2 girls.
Right.
You know, and they went through hell. They're in the garage, like just hot in the summer, cold in the winter, but they never quit. They're still with me today, and you know they're.
And Jenny's an instructor, right?
Yeah, Jenny's an instructor
at the school as well. She does primarily your youth classes, or
she does the youth, and then we have a women's only class now too. That's growing really fast.
I bet. Yeah.
Do you really in order to teach other people? Do you have to have, you know, certifications and things? Or, I mean, I guess my main question is to get the belts, you have to test, right?
Not necessarily. Some schools do test. We did test at first, and I think that just puts a lot of pressure on kids, like to know certain moves. And it's not necessarily just moves that I want you to know. I want you to be a good person on and off the mat. I want you to be courteous. I want you to be humble. Yeah. The way you learn, like, you know, how are you approaching other people? You know, so it's not just like learning moves.
But did you because obviously you didn't have a formal school.
No.
You know, how did you progress to the point where you now have a black belt? And
so, yeah, I went through a couple instructors, to be honest, because like there's really nobody around here.
Right.
So like, I don't want to say I taught myself, because that's just like, why don't I just buy a black belt and put it on my waist, right? I was under Gracie Baja for a while, and I had a guy that mentored me he's from Atlanta. He mentored me, kind of showed me what to do. I'd go train with him, and he would evaluate me and tell me what I needed to work on. Right. And then we kind of just went separate ways, because like it was just he's too far away.
Yeah,
you know? I needed more. Yeah. So
I guess that's one of the tough things about a place like Montrose, especially even now. But you know, we don't have everything available to us. No. We don't have multiple jiu-jitsu gyms. We don't have, and so if you really want to do something, you have to often take the initiative. Yeah. And
drive 60 miles to go to that other town.
Yes.
And then the other town, the town that shall not be named. Yeah. If you want your own WKRP, then you can. You know, and then you have to put mats in the garage. It's not as easy as it is in a city where you just show up to one of 1,000 gyms. Yeah. You know, but so it takes a little extra effort to stick with a lot of things in places like Montrose.
So did you, because I noticed on the website, you said you've got some of your students that compete as well. Did you compete for a while?
I wasn't a big competitor. I've competed a couple times, and in my higher bouts I competed. I just, I don't push it, but I think it's important. Okay. I've competed a couple times. I only do it only because it's for me. Like, I just want to know that that's where I belong. Right. I'm not a big competitor. Like, I don't take it serious. Yeah. I'm not out there to rip someone's head off. I just want to know this is where I belong. Yeah. So I'm not a big competitor, but we do offer it, and we do like.
How many students do you guys have right now?
Oh man, I wouldn't.
Because you have a lot of instructors. Yeah. Looks like a dozen. Is that right?
Yeah, we have about 12. Gosh, I want to say we have probably over 200 students.
Wow.
And you have one Hector who actually teaches Muay Thai as well.
So the cool thing about Hector is he used to train in my garage with me as well. Okay. So I've known him for a long time. He teaches our no-gi classes and our Muay Thai classes. And he's such a cool guy. I love him to death, man. And his son is going to marry my daughter.
Oh, wow.
So we're really connected.
Wait.
No, it's a family affair.
Yeah.
So did you guys work any aggressions out on the mat before there? Or was it like, did he have the blessing? Yeah. Did his son come and ask?
Yes.
Okay.
So honestly, it's like,
you can marry my daughter. You just got to pin me,
right? And he can. He's a brown belt. He's a 25-year-old brown belt. Yeah. Young, athletic, tall. Like, he's like the only one I approve of. And like, of course, my sons have to approve too, because my sons don't train.
There you go.
So they'd have to gang up on him.
They gang up on him.
But they're good friends.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
you have a fairly big family,
yes,
right? You have 2 boys.
We have 3 boys.
Three
3
boys.
boys and 2 girls.
Two girls.
Yeah, so we have
Okay.
5. We're a blended family,
Yeah.
but we have a big family.
Yeah. And you said your sons don't train?
My sons don't train. They wrestled most of their life. They never really trained jiu-jitsu.
Really? So
Yeah.
they wrestled in high school.
They
Or
wrestled
wrestled
high
in school.
Yeah.
But
It
they
seems
don't
like-
want to.
yeah.
They don't want it. That feels like a natural.
Yeah.
Like,
Very
I'm like, it's
natural.
free to you, right?
Yeah.
They still
are
give
they
me-
are they at like Gold's Gym or Anytime Fitness? Do they work out on their own?
My oldest son is he'll do once in a while. He'll
Yeah.
Yeah.
he does this. My youngest one, he's still kind of healing from a brain injury. He got in a car wreck, but he's gonna
glad
start
he's
training
here.
soon. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. He's here. He'll start training soon,
Yeah.
and I'm excited for him because he's more of a brain person. Like he's more methodical, so it'll be good for him to do jiu-jitsu.
Right on.
Yeah.
You go ahead.
Well, I was going to ask about.
Do you have
Muay
a thought?
Thai. Well, a friend of mine wants to. We've talked a couple of times about coming down
Mm-hmm.
to have a go at jiu-jitsu, but I
Right,
was
here it
also
comes.
interested in doing Muay Thai as well.
Yeah.
Contrary to what Dennis says, Dennis might think this. I don't even know if he knows this, but I lived in Asia for like 10 years, and I
Yeah.
have a background in martial arts. I studied Taekwondo for
Okay.
years in South Korea,
Mm-hmm.
so the idea of Muay Thai is fantastic to me.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to find time to come down, but maybe this will spur me on
Yeah.
to actually come down. So
Come on down. It's a lot of cardio.
yeah,
I will tell you.
Yeah.
that. A lot of cardio.
I want to bring him down too. That'd be hilarious.
I will come down. Let's cut to the
Yeah,
chase.
yeah, that's
he
it.
wants me to come down and he wants to record you flipping me around and throwing me around a bunch.
I get that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like especially like girlfriends want their boyfriends.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Can you humble my boyfriend?
Yeah, yeah.
Can you humble my co-host?
Yeah,
This
I'm
would be awesome.
Well, if there's anybody who needs humbling, I'm not sure it's me, but I'm more than happy to come down and
That's
let you
awesome.
flip me around for sure.
That's awesome.
So you go ahead. You'll get it scheduled. You'll get it figured out.
I
You
will.
guys will get to watch
That'll be hilarious.
me get my butt kicked, which is,
yeah.
it's, hey, that's not a bad thing.
No.
So, but here's the thing. Do I notice a little bit of a tint of a shade underneath your eye there?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
It's not a very good story.
is it not? Well, but I'm going to lead it into this.
Yeah.
I'm trying to understand. I watch you guys. I was watching some tape. Obviously, we just talked about how this eventually, extended into. They did these competitions, right?
Yeah.
The Gracie family did these competitions where it was like $100,000 if you could beat them.
Yeah.
And to your point, like most of the victories were all submission things, right? Like they basically choked
that's-
people out
they
or
wanted
whatever.
to make sure people knew that.
Okay, so jujitsu's meaning is gentle techniques.
That's so funny you say that. I
like-
said that to mom yesterday when she's like,
There's nothing when I watch it. There's nothing that seems gentle about it. And I have something else interesting that came up when I was doing my research online. But like the flips and it's a defensive style, right? It's meant to be like to protect yourself.
absolutely.
It's not meant to attack somebody.
No.
So, but the disarming movements
Yeah.
are very violent.
Yes.
And so I think if I've got this right, am I thinking correctly? Who was the women's UFC champion that used to like
Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey, yeah.
Didn't she start in judo?
She's a master at judo.
Yeah. And so her flips, like she just,
I'd hate to be thrown by her.
yeah.
Yeah.
It looks very painful. So
Yes.
what's gentle about the gentle techniques?
Oh man. I mean, I guess like my way of explaining it would be the way you got to learn is to be gentle. Like we have to like always tell people to slow down.
Right.
Slow down. Slow down.
But you're not there to hurt people.
Yeah, no.
know,
We don't want
it's-
that. We won't have anybody to train
Yeah.
with if we did that.
Right.
So like, I mean, you take it as far as like a striking martial art. If you go ham on somebody, you're not gonna have any training partners.
Right.
You're gonna be punching each other's brains out and
Yeah.
concussions all the
Well,
time.
you see videos on social media of
Yeah.
boxers sparring, and one guy goes too far and is trying to knock out somebody.
Yeah, that's the egos get
And-
involved.
Yeah, exactly. And then those guys are like, I'm not going back to that
Yeah,
gym.
nope, I don't blame them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so obviously, jiu-jitsu itself originated in Japan, right? What's can you give us a little overview? Because I'm curious what the difference is.
Well, I think it's kind of all the same. I think the Brazilians basically, and I say the Brazilians because get back to your,
Right.
the Gracies didn't invent Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It was a bunch of different Brazilians.
Yeah.
That Maeda came from Japan to teach the Brazilians,
Right.
and then they kind of like
They evolved it
they
a little
evolved-
bit.
yeah,
I
That's
guess,
what
is
they
that-
did.
Isn't that
definitely
where
evolved
they met? Was in Brazil, the Gracies and
Maeda.
Maeda. And so, anyway, sorry.
Yeah, no. So he came, taught a bunch of different Gracies, and it just spread rapidly through Brazil.
So they popularized it.
They popularized it
but
for sure.
if you actually go to a jiu-jitsu gym in Japan,
I don't think it's the same.
it's not the same. Yeah,
No.
I can't imagine it is. But
Yeah, I don't think it's the same, to be quite honest.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's evolved. I
It's
guess
definitely
that's
evolved.
that's the best word, I think. But
Yeah.
So I thought this was interesting. We're a town that has many churches. And so when I was doing my research, one of the things that came up in Google that was underneath there, and we used to do a program called Google Trendcast. This was a trending search. Do you want to get? You're not going to guess what it is. So I'm just going to tell you. It said, "Should Christians train jiu-jitsu?"
okay,
And I had to look it up. I had to like, why is that a search term? And the idea is because it is. I'm going to paraphrase what the explanation was, and I won't do good. You're already giving me the stare, so I'm definitely going to fumble this.
yeah.
But the idea was
mess it up.
it because it's defensive in nature, and there's no scenario where it shows you to attack somebody, that it's okay for a Christian to train jiu-jitsu. And I thought that was, I just thought that was fascinating that was a search term that enough people have searched to look at. And that's what led me to the gentle techniques type of thing. And then again, laughing at the fact that when you go look at some of the moves and you look at some of the fighting that's out there that's related to it, it's like there's nothing gentle or about it.
I guess like with jiu-jitsu, you look at it like it's, you subdue an attacker. It has to be a little violent in the sense that you have to be quick but you're subduing and submitting people so they can no longer hurt you. And then once they're subdued, you're like, all right, we're done.
Right.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, wear them out, and then just leave them where they lie.
But like you were saying, I think most martial arts, if not all martial arts that are called martial arts, they all have this kind of humility. This like Taekwondo in South Korea, exactly the same. Like children learn to be respectful. They learn all these other things.
Discipline,
Do you? Tell us a little bit about that component, because it's very easy to look at jiu-jitsu and think, wow, it's cool, and you got the chokes and all that stuff. But teaching the kids how to be humble and to basically not use this stuff for evil, for want of a better term, but
or to not use this stuff to get out some of their aggressions as they're young.
Absolutely.
Like, because you've got, especially young males, right?
Yeah.
You've got some of this pent up testosterone and energy and things like that. And how do you focus that into a positive scenario rather than like, hey, I'm going to give you some tools to really not use this in the right way?
Well, I think like once you start training, it kind of does that for you. Like you kind of start, you're either a nail or a hammer, right? Like you're going to get humbled. And if you can't deal with that, you're not going to last.
Yeah.
So we got to kind of try to show people how to deal with their emotions and like how to like, if they're too aggressive, we got to knock it down. If they're not aggressive enough, you need to be a little bit more. So I think it's like just a balance, like especially with the kids, like teaching them how to control situations. Like if somebody's hitting you, make them stop.
Right.
Not by punching them back, but make them stop. By simply controlling the situation, you take them down, you hold them there, because we don't really, I don't like showing a lot of kids submissions.
Right.
I want to show them how to control, where to stay, how to keep yourself safe, get up and run.
Yeah.
That's the first thing you should be doing, is getting up and running.
Right.
But you can't always do that. And then bullies they love that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got this guy. So now they're going to continue to do it until you defend yourself.
Right.
So we teach them how to like really control it. Like, okay, when's the point to where you got to take action, right? And that's when they put their hands on you.
Right.
Like make them not put their hands on you again.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily leaving them in a pile of blood.
No.
You're just like,
You should never touch anybody else,
Yeah.
and nobody should ever touch you without your express consent. And if they do, then how do you slow that down or move them away from that? Do you guys have do you have any self-defense courses like that are shortened specifically for young men or young women that are like just like, hey, how do I protect myself if I'm out there? I don't necessarily want to train full time, but I do want to understand some things. That's
a good idea. I do sometimes in some classes I'll teach like this is the self-defense part of it and this is the sport side of it, like how to really I mean they're both basically the same, but like jiu-jitsu's evolved so much in the sport aspect that like you're not really protecting your face, you're doing certain things to where you can get hit.
Right.
So I try to show them the differences of like this is what you'd want to do in this situation, this is what you do in this situation.
I guess the problem too though is something like a one-off course. I would guess is not really going to be that effective 3 months after you've done the course.
No.
Like you have to you have to train like anything.
You have to practice.
You have to
Right,
practice in
over and
order
over
to, when you need to use those techniques, they need to be available to you. Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, a one-off, hey, come and do a weekend self-defense class. I don't think it's very useful because 3 months later, you're not going to remember anything. You're going to panic in a situation. And so it's constant practice.
We'll agree to disagree because I have a daughter.
Yeah.
And she likes to work out necessarily. But I think she'd be great if she wanted to do jiu-jitsu, but I do want her to know, she had a situation recently in Grand Junction where somebody, they have a pool at their apartment complex and this person just kept coming out when they were at the pool. And then it progressed to the fact that this person figured out which apartment they were and actually tried to come to their door and stuff like that. And so, I think I disagree with you, Rob, in the sense that at least kind of having some idea or some confidence of when something like that happens. I don't necessarily, I think it's good for them to at least know versus not knowing at all.
No, but that's the problem I'm saying is that 6 months after you take that weekend class, do you remember anything? Or are you sharp because you do it twice a week? There's definitely
certainly there's a benefit to, like I said, practicing anything and training and knowing it. But I do think, if you don't know anything, right? If you don't, and so then you're going to be in a much more vulnerable state than if at least there's an example.
Yeah,
so
you might remember a technique.
Yeah,
you might remember something that could help for sure. But
to your point, to pull it off correctly.
You
need to. I think you need to constantly train.
Yeah,
like we hold these women's seminars. Like my wife will do like a 6-week one, and it's basically just to get them hooked. Like to let them know, like this is what you'll be learning.
Yeah,
you're not going to remember this stuff, or to be able to even pull it off. But to your point, like she does talk about like situations that you're in. Call somebody, let them know where you're going.
Right.
Take pictures.
Yeah. That's great. Yeah,
all that kind of stuff. That stuff stays in your mind. That stuff, girls will be like, okay, I remember. Like I don't feel right, and she's always like, trust your gut.
Yeah.
If you don't feel right, follow it.
Well, because the physical confrontation is it's hopefully is the last resort anyway.
Yeah.
Right. If you have to subdue somebody, that's the last resort. Like you said, leave if you can.
Yes.
Run away because this is the problem, I guess, that there's a lot of kind of toxic masculinity in the world.
Yes.
And we're all guilty of it. I'm sure all three of us. There's something that flashes through your mind. You go, should I run away, or is that not the manly quote unquote thing to do? Should I stay and fight? With your training, it must be, you have to be, I guess, even more disciplined to say, no, I'm going to leave.
Yeah.
And I guess there's also that component that you have to be aware of, and everyone who trains, that you can subdue somebody, but if you go a little bit too far, you have a black belt. You're considered, I'm going to say, it sounds cheesy, but you're considered, you have training that is specifically designed for that. And if you take it too far by accident, or you're going to get yourself in legal trouble as well.
Exactly.
Do you think that part of that toxic masculinity is that to some extent that you feel like you need to test yourself?
It's primitive,
and
for sure.
The reason why I say that is everybody that I've known that has trained any martial arts for any period of time, part of the idea of walking away, besides the fact that that's the training and the idea that you're not supposed to use this in that way, is that confident. I don't need to test myself. I know. Yeah. And so there's no scenario. There's no scenario here. I'm not threatened by you. I'm not worried about this. And so I can just walk away from this situation. Exactly. I don't need to figure anything out here. Yeah. And so I think that is a positive thing, back to that idea of like, how do you teach these young men how to use this energy the right way? Exactly. It's like, hey, look, now you know what's up. You shouldn't use this. You're not supposed to, and you don't have anything to prove anymore. So you're good. Walk away.
Yep. It's like you don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to have anything to prove. It's just knowing when to walk away. Yeah, knowing those situations, because you never know. Like if they have friends. Yeah, right. You turn your back.
Or they have a knife.
They have a knife. Worse.
Yeah, because jiu-jitsu is amazing, but nothing beats a bullet.
No.
Right. This idea that you can be the best MMA fighter in the world, you're not going to stop.
No,
I think everybody in our communities could use a little bit of training in de-escalation. Like,
yes,
how to de-escalate things.
Yeah,
I'm the worst at it. I gotta be honest. Like, I've even told my daughter, like, I will meet you with the energy that you bring to our conversation. And after I said that, I think it was maybe this last year, I was like, I don't want to be that person anymore.
Yeah.
I want to be somebody that brings you down and brings you to a calm place. I don't want to meet you where you're at. And that's going to take a lot of practice. So I should probably go get thrown around. And
Let's get you.
I was the same way.
Yeah.
Let's get you humbled.
Yeah. You say humbled. I'm not walking in like, hey, let's go I'm going to throw you around. I'm going into it knowing, please don't hurt me like permanently.
Yeah, no, we won't.
You can hurt me temporarily, but just not permanently.
Yeah.
And we will. I mean, we have. It's always kind of been that way. Like we'll match your energy. Like because we get guys in there that are like, well, I'm more of a street fighter.
Yeah. You're like,
we've all fought in the backyard.
You call I've seen those kinds of clips too, where you call over just a young kid, someone in their early 20s, and go, we'll see how good a street fighter you are. And they get choked out in 2 minutes by somebody who's...
I have plenty of guys in there that are like grown men.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, what made you stay? And he's like, that 14-year-old girl over there just... held me down. Didn't even choke. Just couldn't get away.
Yep.
And he's like, I have to learn this.
Yes.
Like...
Because if a 14-year-old girl can hold me down, and I ever get in any real trouble, I'm screwed.
I'm done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, don't knock 14-year-old girls. They may not be able to do it physically all the time, but mentally they will own you. That's all I got to tell you.
Well, as somebody who has had a teenage daughter, I defer to your expertise.
They are so much quicker with the wit than I will ever be, and they understand things faster than you think that they do.
They have like they're ahead. There's a couple steps ahead, and that's jiu-jitsu too. They're a couple steps ahead.
That probably works in their favor. Absolutely,
Right?
It's just that mental idea of like.
It is because like I get annoyed when the men go hard with the women.
Right.
Like they don't have your strength. Okay.
Yeah.
Like first of all, and do you feel good about that?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Do you feel good about? So I talk to him like, you're gonna get more out of it by starting in bad positions and letting the girls work to keep you there, right? Like it's gonna help them. It's gonna help you, right? Because like women are forced to learn technique before strength because they don't have the strength that men do.
Right.
So they're forced. That's why women are so good at it, and they move well. They adapt really good. Like the women are really laser focused because the men have a choice. Like we tell men all the time, stop using strength.
Right.
Stop using strength, and women don't have that choice. So they have to learn the technique, and they have to like learn the hard way and roll with men and get smashed from the bottom. And then you see them on top like Elena and Jenny now. Like they're ruthless. Like if I let Jenny on, not I don't want to say let because that'll make her mad.
Yeah.
But
She's like, I'll show you.
Yeah, I'll show you let. Yeah. But like she'll pass my guard and I can't get her off me.
Yeah.
I can't get her off me. Same with Elena. Like, and they're way smaller than me. You know, like, but it's just they know where to move. They know what to do. They stay calm. They know when to turn it up. Like it's that plenty of years of training.
Yeah.
So
when you're not training, you're not running the school. What are some of your favorite parts about living here in Montrose since you've been here your entire life?
I have a full-time job too.
Do you?
Yeah, I work full-time at Alpine Lumber.
Okay.
So I've worked there since I was 18, except for the 3 years that I went to Grand Junction.
Okay.
So I've been there since I was 18, but I like hanging out with the guys. I like, like doing things with Jenny. We have a daughter with special needs that's disabled, so we stay home a lot too.
Yeah.
But there's some weekends that we have tournaments and like just building those memories with those kids.
Yeah.
And showing them like, this is the real deal right here. You get to go prove to your, what you've been working on. And then we go have a big dinner after, and it's just the good memories of doing like the tournaments and stuff out of town.
Where out of town have you traveled for these tournaments?
Salt Lake and Denver is where we go the most.
Okay.
So we'll be going to Las Vegas here in about 3 or 4 weeks for World's Masters. So we have 3 people competing in that to be a world champion. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go Montrose.
Let's go. Yeah.
That's
that'll be fun.
That's super exciting.
Yeah.
And you're in Vegas anyway.
Yes.
Which is obviously a wild and crazy place. But
we just love the food and jiu-jitsu and walking around. Like, Yeah.
I guess that's another thing about jiu-jitsu, right? You work hard, train hard, you get to eat a lot.
Yes.
You got to replenish that stuff. Oh gosh, you get those buffets in Las Vegas.
Now we're
all
talking.
foodies,
Now
yeah.
you've got my attention.
We do. We'll send each other things like, let's try this, let's try
Yeah.
that. Like we're big
Yeah.
foodies, man. If we're not watching jiu-jitsu or doing we want to go
Yeah.
eat and drink a beer, you know.
How many people will you take to Vegas, all in all?
Oh,
You know,
God, there's-
including parents maybe and friends of friends.
So there's a big show going on in Vegas here in like 4 weeks. It's
Yeah.
called CJI, and they're the best of the best in the world. They're going at each other as teams now for $1 million. So
Yeah.
it's going to be a full weekend of that after these guys compete. So it's going to be like 4 days of solid jiu-jitsu and watching these legends go at it.
Right.
But
So that's
They're-
exciting
gosh, yeah,
because
that's-
it's a
it's
spectators.
fun.
You go there with the group and you get to
Yeah.
watch these guys, and you have people competing.
yeah,
That seems like a great combo. And you throw
Oh, yeah.
throw a Vegas buffet in the middle of that.
Yes,
You get- that's
absolutely.
a trip.
You got to send us a clip or something
Yeah,
when you're
yeah,
out there, and we'll share it
absolutely.
with the audience.
Absolutely.
How you guys are doing while you're gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll put it up on the YouTube channel.
for sure. Yeah, there's
So-
like I think 12 of us that are going.
That'll be exciting. Yeah.
Yeah.
How can we
Be cool to
how
follow
can we
along
get
in
the
some way.
community behind those people?
That are competing.
Yeah. Do
Yeah, what can we do to support
Do they
them?
live stream for a start?
Yeah, actually they do.
Okay. Well, maybe we can share that. We'll have
I'll try and find that link and
have a
send it to
viewing
you guys.
party, even if
Yeah.
it's just we'll put it on some screens.
Yeah.
How else could, apart from
Mm-hmm.
well, I was going to say showing up to the gym, but first question though is, you have a lot of students. Are
Yeah.
you kind of at capacity, or can you take more?
Oh, I mean,
You just moved
probably
into
take
a
a-
pretty big place.
yeah, and we're already looking for another.
Are you really?
Yeah, we're looking to buy this time and
Right.
Okay.
really expand to where we're like we're tired of moving.
Well, because just to go back to something we started to talk about before
Yeah.
the recording started is, you started in your garage.
In the garage.
and then I remember your first place. That was on Cascade.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It was.
I remember
Yeah,
you
it's
being
like a
on
little
Cascade.
old
and then
mechanic shop.
I remember walking past one day and going, "Oh, it's empty."
yeah,
And then did you move to
Main Street?
opposite
Yeah.
City Hall,
the yoga house.
right?
We went to the yoga house
you
for
were
a
in
year.
the yoga house, that's
Yeah.
right. Then
Then we went
opposite
to-
the new City Hall,
Yeah,
there next to the insurance place, whatever, and that was quite narrow.
yeah. It
Right.
was. We had 2 sides at first. We had mats on each side. We were growing like crazy, and then COVID,
Yep.
and then we lost more than half of our students. We had to close one side. Well, we weren't really using. To be honest, we weren't really using it, so we just decided to go with one side.
Right.
That was enough for us, and then we went by sidelines. We moved by sidelines,
Yep.
and then now we're south of town.
Wow, you have moved
Yeah.
in several different locations
Oh, yeah.
in a short period of time.
Yeah.
But yet you continue to grow your
Oh, yeah.
your students.
We're well established. Yeah.
And now you're in a big facility.
Big facility.
Used to be the dry cleaning building over. So you can either get there by going by Stonehouse and coming around that
Yeah,
way,
yeah.
or you can cut through Golden
Gate.
Golden Gate,
Yeah.
the gas station, and then be right there in the front. So you're behind the old Sears building. You're on
Yeah.
the other half of it.
Yep, on the
over
back
there.
side of it.
Yeah,
So the Healthy Rhythm, where Healthy Rhythm is currently,
right.
Yeah,
used to be
that's
your
where
old
that's
gym.
where we
were,
were.
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Is that big enough?
That was not big enough.
Right.
No. And
No,
then
your current building's got to be a lot bigger than that.
Oh, it's
one.
the mat space is way bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. And those
so-
windows were scary.
Yeah.
Too close to the kids.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
And so now you're looking for another place.
another place. Yeah.
So, as of right now, as of today, when this goes out, can you take more people?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're actually we can now. Coming September 1st, we had 21 kids on the waiting list. That's a whole nother class.
Yeah.
So we had to do something, like, and they're young kids. They're like 4-year-olds and 5-year-olds that want to get into it. So my wife's going to start another class September 2nd.
Okay.
For 4 and 5-year-olds. So
4 and 5-year-olds.
4 and 5-year-olds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Little boogers rolling around
they
on the
look so
mat.
cute.
That'd be
Like,
great.
They're just in their little gis trying to
Yeah.
do jiu-jitsu. It's so funny.
That's awesome.
It's cute. yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, it's going well then.
It's going really
Suffice
well.
it to say, and Montrose has clearly embraced
Oh yeah.
jiu-jitsu in it as a sport and as a way to stay fit and protect yourself. And they've embraced. Well, you are the only school in Montrose. Is that correct?
There's a couple other schools.
Okay.
There's a couple other.
You have to be the biggest, though, right?
We're the biggest for
Like
sure.
every year you seem to move to a different
Oh, yeah.
place, or every couple of
Yeah.
years you're
Yeah.
moving to a new facility. But
Yeah.
What's that like trying to do a full-time job and run the school? You've got 12
Exhausting?
instructors. Like,
Yeah.
is it a group effort to run it, or is
yeah.
it like, you know?
Yeah, no,
it-
we keep it like, we get so many compliments from people that visit, like even Nate, like,
Yeah.
we get so many compliments that are like, you guys keep this place so family oriented and so welcoming. Like, I would have never thought that this is what it's like. Like, I was so scared in my first class, and you guys made me feel so welcoming. This makes me want to come back. And I'm like, that's what I want.
That's the goal.
That's the goal. Like, we're not trying to rip each other's heads off. I don't want my head ripped off either. I don't want to rip off nobody else's head. So I think that's just like the way we keep it. Like, especially with our coaches. Like, this is what we want for people, and this is what we expect from everybody. Like, and everybody follows it. Everybody just seems to like. We've never had an issue to where we've had these big, we have to kick a ton of people out of the gym. Like, they just all seem to the ones that it's not for, they go on their own.
Yeah.
Like, okay, this isn't for me.
Yeah, and that's fine, right? It's not going to be for everyone all the time.
Yeah.
There are certain styles, and that some people want to go harder.
Yeah.
And some people don't. So it's It's not going to be for everyone all the time, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, now, like, my professor, the guy that promoted me to black belt, he runs a class on Wednesday that's like, if you want to go hard, let's go hard.
Yeah.
And that's the class that we look forward to.
But make sure when you think you want to go hard, you actually do.
Yes.
Because if you do, we can do that,
Right.
but you might not like it. It might be a little harder than you thought.
Exactly. Exactly.
Your definition of hard?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's good that we offered like tons of different things, like fundamental classes, Nogi, and we're just going to keep adding more. We just need the space.
Yeah.
So it'll be.
So do you have a plan? Do you have a spot in mind yet, or are you just waiting for something to come up?
Well, we still have a little, like, a year and a half on our lease now.
Okay.
So we're actually looking for areas to buy, like some property.
Yeah.
Do you want to build something,
We're thinking of building, or if we can find something big enough.
Wow, so essentially a dedicated
Yeah.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu place in Montrose. I think that would be a big step for Montrose.
Oh yeah.
To have somewhere that's
Yeah.
dedicated to that and built specifically for it. That would be a big feather in our cap, I think. And then you'd get people coming from out of town, I would guess.
Oh yeah, we get tons of visitors. Tons of visitors, yeah.
Do you get people that come from other gyms that are like here while they're visiting type of thing?
Oh, all the time.
That's cool.
All the time. Yeah.
That's cool. Something I wouldn't have necessarily guessed. All right, so I have a question. You recently did on social media, your kids had a fun time. Or maybe it wasn't recently. It might have been a little bit older. But you did the ice bucket challenge.
Oh yeah,
with them. And it sounded like they were having way more fun than you were.
Yes.
In that, Rob hates the ice bucket challenge.
Oh man.
So I was trying to think.
Fan of cold water.
What could we do as a challenge here locally that we could pass around? Because we usually ask the person sitting in that seat, challenge somebody else to come sit in that seat.
Oh,
so
okay.
I do want you to do that.
Okay.
But I also want us to think about, like, what is something that, and you guys can participate too. Call 970-316-3162.
Stuff on me. We didn't discuss this.
We didn't discuss it at all.
No.
But because
to be honest,
you know
we
what?
don't discuss anything.
Because you're so apt and quick to try to get me in situations where I'm going to have to, sacrifice for it. I think just watching you with that, I was like, what is something?
Yeah.
Here's the thing that caught it for me. Watching your kids have so much fun with it.
Yeah.
From kids to their parents type of thing. And that's something that I feel like that's a good thing for us to kind of pass along.
Yeah.
So
good cause.
I'm not necessarily looking for an answer right now. You guys can, again, call in 970-316-3162. Leave a comment in the video if you come up with a good idea. But I want us to start thinking about what's a challenge that we could have that Montrose could own with each other.
I like that.
And think about it specifically from an adult to kids to an adult, at least something that they would enjoy and think would be fun. Because I think it's something cool that we could have virality in our community, coming up with something to fun, have a good time challenge. And if you lose, then you have to go to the mat and get thrown around a little bit. If you don't, if you don't accept the challenge, then you got to go to
come take a class.
come take a class. See?
Well, yeah.
I like it. You don't like it?
It's all right. You just spring these things on me.
Yeah, Rob just doesn't like because he didn't come up with it himself. So
that's true. Well.
We've got you on the couch.
Yeah.
You've got the opportunity. You got to look in the camera over here, and you think of somebody that you want to challenge to come sit in that seat.
Ooh.
Anybody that comes right at the top of your head?
I think it's going to be Sean Carroll.
Ooh. That's a good one.
Sean Carroll.
Sean's had a rough go lately. He had a surgery or something recently.
He's wearing
too.
a boot. He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
He's wearing a boot.
Yeah, we'd love to have Sean on.
Yeah, he does a ton for the community. He's done a ton for us.
Okay.
Like he always promotes us. He's a good guy.
Okay.
Really like him.
Hey, Sean, you've been called out.
Yeah.
Let's do it, Sean.
Don't make us get you to the mat,
Right.
You know, for not showing up. Don't make us hunt you down.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, no, I would love to. I'd love to come down. So Dennis and I have this idea. Well, I had the idea. He's not the biggest fan of it.
I'm totally
But
fine with it.
Taking WKRP on the road, but within Montrose. So
That'd be so cool.
It's one thing to have people come in and sit there and tell us about things like jiu-jitsu or the jobs that they do in town. I think it would be really fun once a month or even once every couple of months to have both of us go flip the roles a little bit and come to your place.
Yeah.
So actually come and do a class and see what it's like. And
I think that'd be awesome.
Go and dig some fiber optic lines, lay some fiber optic cable with clear networks and put Dennis to work. Because obviously Dennis sits in front of a computer a lot, doesn't really do much physically. So I would like to wake him up at 5 a.m. and have him digging ditches up to his chest in sludge with someone like Serve Pro. And he's scared of doing it.
Really?
So,
Yeah.
but
I'm
I would love
super.
to, maybe,
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. On the surface, the way he pitches it, it's an amazing concept, right? Get us out, help us understand the people in our community. That's what WKRP is supposed to be, right? We know real people, right?
Here comes the excuse.
No.
Come on.
Here's the excuse. Rob comes up with ideas and never executes them.
And the idea.
So here's the deal. I told him, and I've told him multiple times. You book it. You tell me where to be, when to be there, and I'll be there.
Okay.
You can count on me.
Is it
Challenge thrown down.
Okay.
He doesn't get to bring this up again until I have declined to show up.
Here's the only
somewhere.
issue.
Is that not fair?
Yeah.
You're in the middle of this argument. We're having the spousal dispute over here,
Here's the
and
only
you're the
issue.
sideline person.
Now, in terms of respect in the gym, I don't expect you to have a gi big enough to fit him. Can we use like a robe or a bed sheet that we wrap around him?
That's fine.
We'll make him look good.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. You can't embarrass me that way,
I don't
Rob.
think, with all due respect, it is hard to make him look good. I've been trying for a year.
Yeah.
So I don't think you're going to do it overnight. But you know what? Maybe we'll start with you guys. We'll get down there. We'll bring somebody to film some clips of him being slung around. Oh, it makes me laugh so much.
Tell me when and where, and I will be there.
And here's the other thing.
Yeah.
We got to come to your house the next morning and watch you
Try to get out of bed and get into the shower.
because you've been bashed around. All right, we're going to do that.
Do we have ice baths at the?
Oh, we need to. I would definitely like that in the next gym.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make this happen because to me, in my mind, that's the funniest thing in the world to see him getting thrown around the place and struggling like a sea lion. Somebody's like on top of you, pinning you down.
I mean, I'm fat and out of shape.
You'll be
to
fine.
your point, right?
Yeah.
Is it really that big of a success to mutilate somebody that doesn't have the skills?
Not really.
I
It's not
get the
that fun.
humor of it, and I'm happy to be part of the joke.
It'd only be fun if you were like trying to go wild, like just it's fun trying to just like, because I get this from guys at work. They're like, I don't think you can take me down. Or
You're like, okay,
what would
bud.
you? Yeah. So I've had it happen a couple of times at work to where young kids will test me and try to grab me in a headlock and like, okay, let's start right here.
Yeah.
And so you take them down. You just don't let them up.
Yeah,
That's all you gotta do is just don't let them get up and,
And they
freak
tire
out.
themselves
they
out.
freak out. Yeah.
You know what? I've made that mistake with. I got a couple of friends in town who are wrestlers, really good wrestlers, and occasionally I will like run up behind them and just like grab them for 2 seconds and then let them go because as soon as like one of their legs moves, I know what's coming.
done.
So I'm like, no, I'm not.
Yep.
I'm not letting you hip toss me or whatever. But
Yep.
we'll make that happen
Yep.
because actually I think there's genuine value to seeing it in action. I think it would be quite funny as well. And it would be a nice real world equivalent of us doing this in the studio.
I think it'd be fun.
You're done.
That's
Okay. Is that a good way to sign off?
gonna be
You're
so
done.
funny.
Like Hey, Arthur, thanks for coming and
Thank
sitting
you.
on the really nice couch.
Yes.
Thanks for challenging somebody else to come out and take the position.
Yeah.
If you guys are out, you should go check out Montrose Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Like we said, just go behind the Golden Gate gas station right across from the Chili's. Great facility, big, brand new.
Yeah.
Hopefully even a newer one, maybe in the next year or two.
Yes.
Good thing to sign your kids up for. I will attest to that. Great way to let them expend energy in a positive way. So definitely, if you've got kids and you're looking for something for them to do, this would be a good thing to go get them to do. What else can we say? Anything else?
I think
What's your favorite place to eat? You mentioned all the food. What's your favorite place to eat in Montrose?
Here in town? Oh my gosh, there's a lot. Like, I like Pomona.
Yeah.
Like Pomona. That's probably my.
Bok fries?
We got to start.
Oh, man.
We may have to
Bok fries.
forbid people from saying Pomona.
Because everyone says it.
Oh, does everybody say it? Yeah.
Or we just say, okay, yes, we know Pomona. Where
So
else?
Pomona's one of them.
Yeah, the bok fries are amazing.
Tacos and beer is good.
Ooh, yeah. Okay.
Those two right
Well,
there.
now they have one downtown. It's much closer
Yeah.
to where I live, too.
Yeah.
Super convenient. And I drive past it twice a day. And I'm like, no, not today. Can't go there all the time.
Can't do it every day.
Yeah, exactly.
I could try.
Yeah.
What's the food truck? I'm going to say it wrong, and you're going to have a blast with it. Cavallos?
Oh,
The red-
Cavillas,
yeah.
yeah, the one
Yeah.
right here. Yeah,
Man,
That's good.
They got good
I
burritos.
haven't tried that yet.
If you haven't had their gordita,
Ooh.
it's so good. It's like a pupusa, but they call it a gordita.
We know what gorditas are.
I'm just saying. It's good, though.
We know what they are.
All right.
There's another food truck in town. Actually, there's two, I think. I think it's called Alia or something like that. And it's a Thai
Thai-
food
the new
truck
Thai
that is usually parked by Samoan Brews. And Miss So is the newest, I think, food truck in town that is...
It's going to be behind the association.
yeah. But it's the precursor to the restaurant that's going to open in the Daily Bread building.
And it's supposed to open in the next week or so.
It's the food is fantastic, actually. I went there. They had an event recently.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, it's pretty good. So that's Nate's.
That's Nate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Nate's. Well, it's not his food truck, but Nate's the
The company.
Nate
Yeah.
works for the Typhoon Group. So
Okay.
anyway, that's another good one. But yeah, we have options coming, especially now. I mean, the Montrose is when you first came back from Denver, let's say, we didn't have.
No.
It wasn't the Montrose we know now. There was no Colorado boy. There was none of this stuff. So we're trending in the right direction in terms of food and drinks and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. Hey, shout out to Alpine Lumber
Yeah.
Yeah.
for keeping.
Or it's
for
actually
keeping
it's BFS
Alpine
now.
Oh,
BFS.
Oh, it
Yeah,
changed
so
names.
they got
really?
Yeah, they got bought out. So,
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's BFS now.
Okay. Do we like that? Are we good with that? Yeah. All right. Hey, everybody from BFS.
You'll always be Alpine Lumber to us.
Yes, me too. That's why I always say Alpine.
We got to maybe have a old school T-shirt created.
Yeah.
Like
I got
type of
plenty.
thing.
And hey,
There we go.
hey BFS, if you're looking to spend some marketing dollars,
They got plenty of money.
we're always looking for advertisers to join Clear Networks,
hold
our
on.
wonderful sponsors.
Hold on.
This guy was good.
Nice job, Rob.
That doesn't, yeah.
That doesn't what?
We'll be in touch, BFS.
All right. Thanks, everybody. This has been another episode of WKRP. Make sure you go check out Arthur and his gym and stay tuned. We'll see if Rob follows through on getting me in these situations that are going to be hilarious that you guys are going to enjoy so much. All right, everybody. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.